Hi students, in the previous video we have discussed the ionization potential and also the atomic size in the previous video. So now in continuation with those periodic properties, today we are going to discuss about electron affinity. What is electron affinity, how it varies across a period and down a group in this video. So keep watching. Periodic properties are properties which gradually increase or decrease from left to right or from top to bottom in a period. Now, what are the various periodic properties? We have already discussed atomic size and ionization potential in the previous video. Now, the remaining periodic properties are electron affinity, electronegativity, metallic character and non-metallic character. And in this video, we are going to see electron affinity. What is electron affinity? So, the amount of energy released when an atom gains an electron in its outermost orbit in the isolated gaseous neutral state. The energy is measured in electron volts or joules. Okay, electron volt is a proper unit, small unit, because energy is so small from an atom. So it is a very suitable unit, and maybe it can be expressed in joules also. Now, why is energy release? As we know already, atom is stable with the protons and electrons attracting each other, and the protons in the nucleus, the positive charge, is holding the electrons very strongly and they are stable. Now, when an extra electron comes, there will be an increase in energy. So, to stabilize the orbit, energy has to be released. Energy is released to stabilize the orbit. If energy of any orbit increases, it becomes unstable. And as Niels Bohr's concept, we know that each orbit has a fixed amount of energy. So there is, if extra energy comes, it will be released. Now the outermost orbit, see energy, the electron, incoming electron cannot move to the inner orbits. Cannot move to the inner orbits. Why? Due to repulsion. Because the electron has negative charge, the orbit has negative charge. If the outermost orbit accepts it, it is fine. Otherwise, it will have to go back. It cannot enter into the inner orbits. That is not possible due to repulsion. Now, isolated gaseous neutral atom is a theoretical concept. It is not possible to take one atom and keep on the table and put one electron into it. That is not possible. Electrons are always, the atoms are taken in some certain quantities, in 1 mole or certain moles it is taken. And electrons, when they gain electrons from any other substance, and we see how the electrons are gained, how much energy is being released, all that is measured and then calculated for a single atom. So it's a theoretical concept, not practical. Okay, practically we will take a certain amount of substance and then calculate for a single atom. So these are to be understood. The key point here is the amount of energy released when an atom gains an electron and how it varies across a period and down a group, and what are the factors that determine the electron affinity. That's what we are going to see next. Now, factors that determine electron affinity. The first one is atomic size. When the atomic size increases, the outermost orbit is far away. So the amount of energy released when an atom comes in, how much energy will be released? That will be less. Okay. And when nuclear charge increases, what happens? When the electron comes to the outermost orbit, it is pulled strongly inside, so more energy is released. So this is the concept that we keep. As we know, this is a strong factor and this is a weak factor already. Atomic size is a strong factor. Okay. So let's apply this across a period. What happens across a period? Across a period, we have lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. So the configuration is 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. This is octet. And here we have 2, 8, 1, 2, 8, 2, 2, 8, 3, 2, 8 and 4, 2, 8, 5, 2, 8, 6, 2, 8, 7, 2, 8 and 8. Now the atomic number here is 11, 12. You can add up this 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So as we see here, the nuclear charge is increasing. Nuclear charge is increasing across a period. As you move from left to right, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. Here from 11 it goes on up to 18. Same way, what is happening to the atomic size? Atomic size across decreases. We have already seen in the previous video. Atomic size decreases across. Okay. So applying this on the factors, atomic size across a period is decreasing. Okay. So atomic size is decreasing, electron affinity will increase. And nuclear charge is increasing, electron affinity will also increase. So here we see the resultant effects. Both the factors are contributing to increase in electron affinity. So the net effect is increase in electron affinity. So what is the conclusion? Electron affinity increases from left to right or across, left to right in a period. So if you take any element in the second period, boron, it starts with lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So as we see, this electron affinity increases. The most electron affinity is here for the last element. This one has the least electron affinity. You want to arrange them in the decreasing order of electron affinity. Decreasing order of electron affinity. Take these elements in the decreasing order. So the reverse order will be correct. Okay, so let us have some elements here. Decreasing order of electron affinity for these elements: carbon, oxygen, boron and fluorine. How do we arrange? The decreasing order is from right to left. So fluorine, and then comes carbon, sorry, that comes oxygen. Oxygen is one, and then carbon, and then boron. So this is the decreasing order. So any element can be taken from periods. They may give you 3 or 4 elements together and ask you to arrange in the increasing order or decreasing order. So just keep this in mind, increases from left to right. So in the correct order you may arrange. Now let's see what happens down a group. Down a group we have the group 1 elements here, group 2 and group 17. You may try with any one. I will just show this alkali metal. You can try the other elements. So the configuration is 1, 2, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 8, 8 and 1, 2, 8, 18, 8 and 1, 2, 8, 18, 18, 8 and 1, 2, 8, 18, 32, 18, 8 and 1. Now your study is limited up to the 4th period, so don't worry about these elements which I am writing here. Just for comparison I am writing. Now you see the number of orbits is increasing, atomic size is also increasing. So the key factor is the previous video we have seen, atomic size increases down a group. We are discussing down a group, that is top to bottom. And we see the nuclear charge also. See 1, 3, 11, 19, 37 go. Nuclear charge also increases. So both the factors are increasing. So let's apply this and see what is the effect that is happening down a group. So atomic size across a group, down a group is increasing. Nuclear charge also is increasing. When atomic size increases, electron affinity decreases. And nuclear charge increases, electron affinity increases. This is what we have seen in the beginning. Now we have also seen this is a strong contributing factor and this is a weak contributing factor. Now atomic size is a strong, so it dominates. So the net effect is a decrease in the, electron affinity down a group. So what do we conclude here? Electron affinity decreases down a group. This is a conclusion. So if you take elements like fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, So the electron affinity decreases down. So this will, iodine will have the least electron affinity, this will have the most electron affinity. That's what we see. Now how can we summarize today's studies in this video? The summary is electron affinity increases across a period and decreases down a group. Okay, down a group. So that's it. You can go through it once again. So students, I think you understood this, and you may write your comments in the question. Subscribe the channel so that you will know the upcoming video. In the next video, we are going to discuss electronegativity. So please wait and watch. Thank you.